Star Wars Episode 9 trailer dropped today, and we have an official title, The Rise of Skywalker. So here is a breakdown of each scene and all of the details. Please consider taking a moment to check out my gaming challenges and game theory channels, which will be covering everything Star Wars The Fallen Order, and are linked in the description below. The trailer opens with Rey on an unconfirmed desert planet. It could be Jakku or Tatooine or even an unconfirmed new planet. As Force Awakens was a quote-unquote soft reboot of A New Hope, it's likely Rise of Skywalker will be mirroring Return of the Jedi heavily. Rey looks like she's using a Jedi calming technique as she stands alone in the desert. It has been confirmed that she's been training in the ways of the Jedi with the books from Arcto, so her training is really coming along, enough for her to have somehow either A, repaired Anakin Skywalker's lightsaber, or B, crafted her own model/design. Noticeably, she carries around her NN-14 blaster gifted to her by Han Solo, something that Luke had ditched by Return of the Jedi, so she still may need some training yet to embrace that lightsaber. She's actually preparing for a face-off with an Imperial craft about to run her down, which is safe to assume is a redesign of Kylo Ren's silencer. We have been told that Rey will show some new Force abilities, but what we get from this is maybe a burst of speed as she jogs in the opposite direction to outrun the silencer. Just before she's run down, she does an inverted flip twist, reminiscent of the "you underestimate my power" also known as Death from Above in Star Wars Legends, and the screen cuts before we see what she gets to do, but it looks like whomever is in the cockpit may get cut out as she executes a cut upside down. Also worth noting is that some fans, myself included, had questioned the ease of which Rey had gained her Force abilities, although it is answered that she has been using the ancient Jedi texts. It's kind of interesting that they've actually just tripled down on the fact that she's being more powerful by opening the trailer with a flip. Next, we have a cut to an all-new planet that is shrouded by clouds and has a temple-like structures in a city landscape. We also see Kylo Ren, no mask, taking down an unknown assailant with a lightsaber, aided by the First Order troopers. At first I thought it was a Knight of Ren, and it could be, but it's hard to tell who it is and if this is a new planet due to the red hue in the sky. So I'm not sure if it's red due to the burning forest or if this is an entirely new red hued planet as well, which would be something new. Adding a red hue planet and changing the sky color instead of the planet's, say, biome is something new to throw in the mix as well. Now we have Kylo Ren repairing his old helmet. What's notable is that it's obviously fragmented in a much more appealing way than The Last Jedi. Also, the red glow in the solder lines makes me wonder, will it retain the glow throughout the movie because it adds menace? Is the red some type of dark side infusion where he is embedding his hate back into the mask? Cut to Poe and Finn on what seems to be the same desert planet. Finn's hair is longer to show time has passed and both are sporting new outfits, notably though Finn holding Rey's staff nearly off screen. We get a quick shot of BB-8 with the droid D-O, which is a new entrant to the series. Then Lando and Chewie punching it into hyperspace. Lando is wearing a more Solo era version of his outfit and having a great time back in the cockpit of his beloved Falcon. Next we have a chase on the desert planet with 3PO, Finn and Poe being pursued through moisture evaporators on a new skiff vehicles. Some of the First Order have been upgraded with jetpacks as well. Then a quick shot of a battle what appears to be an A-Wing being shot down next to a destroyer. The next shot is what appears to be Princess Leia fondly stroking one of the medals she gifted in A New Hope, no doubt reminiscing about Han, and then a quick shot of Leia and Rey hugging. Obviously, with Carrie Fisher's untimely passing and Disney promising not to use CGI, this is a moment that was filmed during the previous episodes. We then see a battle-injured Poe, Chewie, 3PO, D-O, Finn and Rey on a grassy knoll headed towards the wreckage of a Death Star. We know that the Death Star 1 exploded over Yavin and the second over the forest moon of Endor, although it doesn't look like either of those locations, only time will tell. Luke then says,
"No one's ever really gone."
Followed by obviously, we know that Kylo Ren isn't the be-all and end-all when it comes to baddies, but this just confirms it and opens up questions of where Palpatine fits in. Is the rise of Skywalker the metaphorical rise of Luke or Rey, origins permitting, or even Kylo? And how would Palpatine return? Dark side users, when they have died, go into the void. That's why I said the dark side is so short-sighted in their lust for power, as they didn't get an afterlife. Or are we seeing the Dark Empire take hold and Palpy has cloned himself, which even opens up the door for Rey being a clone? I don't know, there's a lot of different things. I mean, Palpy surviving inside of that reactor blowing up, I don't think that he could have survived that. Maybe it's the echoes of the dark side. Who knows? Let me know your predictions though in the comments below.